Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Also like, comment, share. I appreciate all of that. I did get to 1,000 subscribers recently. That's a huge milestone for me and other YouTube content providers, and I'm just really I'm very, very grateful. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you with every video because I know that my channel wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. So for those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, The Two Get One, book 1 here. I've read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. If you've already read book 1 or watched all of those videos, just know that book 2 is written, published, and available. These beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available on Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 plus shipping. $15.99 each plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. So alrighty, today we're still doing spring. Okay, you've still got your little abundance visual right here. I was asked to put my stone up here. This is called Merlinite. Okay, this is one of the stones you can use for magic. They told me to put it up here right next to this. And they meaning my guides, okay? So we're still going to be using this tarot this week. I was going to change my decks this week, but then Prince Philip passed away. And this tarot is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot here by Linnea Weatherstone and Marilla Allwood. It's all about the English forests. It's all about all the fairy tales from the English forests, the UK, and here's a little bit of candle. You know, Marilla is a native of England, and she lives on the outskirts of one of these forests, and so we're sticking with this tarot this week. At the end, we're going to go ahead and continue to use the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay, artwork by Ginger Kelly, and I'm going to grab you one card or more, you know, at least one card from the Botanical Inspirations deck by Lynn Araujo, and illustrations by the famous Pierre-Joseph Redoute. If I need to clarify anything, I'm going to use my little miniature teeny tarot Rider Tarot that I got through a miracle. If you would like to know the story of that miracle, I have a link for that video that I made about the story of it. It's called The Story of My Miracle, February 2021. Okay. Also in the description box, you can find links to purchase my books, all the links to the videos of me reading book 1 aloud. Check it out. My books are part of the reason I'm here, and they are supposedly healing. Well, not supposedly. I've heard that people have experienced spiritual healing just by reading them, so check them out. All right, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you created for your life in order to encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. As you go lifetime after lifetime raising the vibration of your soul, you eventually get to a lifetime where you can reach enlightenment. Okay, so when we're looking at your major arcana cards. It's kind of like destiny, but not really because of free will, but they do indicate major energies of your life purpose, you know, the story of why you're here. So there are times though when destiny is there, when there is fate, and it's because we've written it into our divine blueprint. You know, there's been times when no matter what you try, you can't get something to happen, or you can't stop something from happening. You wrote it that way, okay? And those are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune, which you do not have. So this deck does not have reversed meanings. I work with the energies that a deck was created with, that was intended for it, because there's a lot of work that goes into these decks, and the messages can be different for each picture, for each deck, you know what I mean? And I like to work with that type of variety. So here we have, at the heart of everything going on for you at this time, Gemini, is Child of Boon. Okay, so there are people cards. This is one of them. The pages, the knights, the kings, the queens. Those are people cards. They have reversed meanings. Meaning this would represent a person, and they would have character traits that I can read from the book from. And so when they're in the reverse, I choose to read that as their shadow traits, which is what they, you know, they have that as well. Okay, so this would be a page. Okay, the Child of Boons would be the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. You can see here how he's being tempted by this beautiful gingerbread house. We know which story this is, okay? I don't see Gretel anywhere, but that's obviously Hansel. Now, the Child of Boons here, the heart of everything though, he's in reverse. So we're going to go ahead and read his shadow traits. You see how they have this, the book has the character traits and the shadow traits. That's what I'm going to read because he's in the reverse. Also, there's a meaning here in case this isn't an actual person. Now, this doesn't have to be an earth sign. This could be your energy or someone you know. It's just, you know, pay attention to what the energy is, okay? It doesn't even have to be a male or, you know. Now, the Child of Boons in the shadow traits is inexperience in earthly practicalities. Can't manage money, expects others to care for him, and doesn't always tell the truth. Okay, so that's what's going on with, you know, you or someone around you. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean a time of study, an impetuous investment, or a sign that it is time to pay more attention to material security and prosperity. Okay, so it can mean some of that to you. It can mean all of that to you. Okay, this can even be a particular person in your life and still be somewhat how you're feeling. Okay, it just depends. Now, I've noticed, well, not noticed, but let me just say that if there is a multitasker, it is the universe. Okay, the universe is able to do anything. Okay, so that's why when I say things like this can be a person, and it also can be you. That's just the complexities of life. Life is complex, the universe is complex, and the universe is able to do anything. Okay, now the energies that are crossing this energy here, I'm feeling like this is the reason for this here in the center. This is the reason why this person expects others to take care of them is because they're afraid. Okay, this is fear. The 8 of challenges, okay, and this is your energy along with Libra and Aquarius energy, air energy, okay, logic and intellect. You've lost some logic here and you're just afraid. This is the deer in the headlights card, the where you're so afraid you don't do anything. okay? Which is what this woman is doing. Now she's in the enchanted forest, and these magical thorns came out and started ripping at her. The more she moves, the more she tries to get away, the more entangled she gets. So what she's done is she's withdrawn, she's covered her eyes, and she doesn't know what to do, so she's not going to do anything. This is the energy that's going on here, okay? Now, if you just get brave and stop being afraid, that could be the energy change that it takes to get these thorns away from you. Remember in Harry Potter, where they were in these vines that they had to not be afraid in order for it to relax and let them go? I have a feeling that these thorns are a lot like that. You just have to force yourself to do the opposite of fear, okay? Of just relaxing, I guess, and not being afraid. Now, what is at the root of all this here is the 10 of visions. The 10s are endings. This is a happy ending that that is at the root of all of this. I think this is your wish fulfillment here. You want a happy family. That's what this is. A happy ending. And visions are cups. Cups is emotion, love, and intuition. And this isn't any love that you're looking for. This is a rare love. Whenever I get this card, I have to make a point that it's rare to see a unicorn. It's even rarer to see two. It's even rarer to see three. Okay, so it's even rarer to see a family of them. And in the book here, it says it's even rarer to see dappled unicorns, which is what these unicorns are. So you're looking for happy family energy. And it's just not any old family, okay? Pardon me. You're looking for this magical family energy. You're looking for something that is rare and precious and beautiful and doesn't just bring happiness to you and those involved in this little family, but for everyone around, everyone who sees it would bring such joy to everyone just to witness your beautiful little family. Wow, that is beautiful. All of that just came out of nowhere. I have not gotten that for this particular card before. So that's beautiful, Gemini. Okay, so this is the energy that is moving out of your life at this time, and this is the unmanifested energy of the Three of Visions, which would be the Three of Cups. This represents things like a marriage, a wedding. This is an emotional manifestation that brings a celebration like a wedding or an anniversary or a baby shower. This can be reunion with old friends, with siblings. This is just partying down, but this did not manifest for you. And since we've got this 10 of visions here, I'm thinking this is a wedding or a family that did not happen for you just yet, okay? Cups is love, and this is, these are both visions, and for me, a lot of the times the cards in the same suits relate to one another. They talk to one another and interact. So if this is what's at the root of everything, where you want this beautiful, magical family energy, and this is what's moving out of your life, this is the unmanifested energy of a wedding, of a celebration where everybody, look, there's three beings in each of these cards. I just feel like this is telling you, this is the reality of what you actually want. And my guides are using this card to show you the celebration and the joy that everybody would be feeling to see you in such a happy, beautiful family like this. So this celebration of the wedding itself has not fully manifested. And so the unmanifested energy of this wedding is moving out of your life. I feel like it's possible for it to manifest, okay? So these next two cards for me as a reader are future cards. And All right, so I guess I just got to start talking to see. Sometimes one will happen before the other. Now, what we have here is another people card, okay? So this is a possibility for the future. A possibility, okay? I didn't even think about that. This sometimes, okay, so future cards, if they're upside down and they don't have a reversed meaning, this is what it means that it may or may not happen. It's still a possibility. However, this is a people card, so it does have the shadow traits, and yet I still said that it may or may not manifest. So I'm going to read it to you both ways. This is your energy, Gemini. This is the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, in this particular deck, this Knight is not very nice. In other decks, he moves too quickly. He can have a sharp tongue. He rushes into war, you know. But this one, he's like itching for a fight. And he's not kind to anybody. All right. He is just, well, let's go ahead and read it. Okay. So, as a seeker, yeah, he's a knight, and he looks like the Knight of Swords. So, seekers, here we go. Alrighty, so the seeker of challenges. So, yes, you know, the character traits and the shadow traits here. Well, I'll read the shadow traits first. Quarrelsome, ruthless in the attainment of his goals, belligerent, hot-tempered, attacks with no warning, and must win at all costs. Okay, this could be an air sign coming in. It doesn't have to be. This is your own energy. This is Gemini energy. It could be another Gemini. It could be, you know, you might be, you know, feeling pretty cranky one day in the future. I'm not sure. But if this is manifesting, okay, so it depends for you guys. So pay attention to the future, okay? So for some of you, I'm thinking that you may end up feeling this way, or another air sign or somebody else is going to end up feeling like this in your future. And for others of you, this is going to manifest into the right side of Knight of Swords, and that the character traits for that is aggressive and forceful, skilled at confrontation, sharp-witted, sardonic, loyal in the marital sense, and can't be bribed. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, you know, what stuck out to me right away here is when he's right side up, he is loyal. Oh my God, I said marital sense. It's martial. Wow, okay. Now, sometimes when readers say the wrong thing, it's not really wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's what I was going to say. For some of you, this is you saying, I'm going to be loyal when I'm married. Okay? But for others of you, this is loyal in the martial sense. Martial is, martial law is like, well, nobody really, you know, it's very controlling. It's very military-like. Okay? So this person, okay, now this may not represent a particular person as well. So it says here, if this card does not represent a particular person, it could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse, a breakdown in diplomacy, or a movement toward war. Ooh, okay, so he's not all that great of an energy, okay? So maybe the best way to look at this guy is that maybe in the future you're going to be feeling pretty cranky, okay? Because it would, you know, suck to see somebody come into your life with this energy at you, okay? But all right, so let's go ahead and read this next energy. If I need to clarify, I will. Right now, they're telling me to just keep going. It may clarify itself as I go. Now, the Seven of Spells here is your next future card, and it's also in the reverse. So it's not a fully manifested energy. Now, the Seven of Spells, spells are wands energy, which is fire energy. You can see all the fire here in this card. You can see all these gnomes here. Now, what's happened is this is a wyvern. This is not a dragon. This is a small, young wyvern. And the gnomes don't, the story behind this card is, look at how similar these gnomes are. Okay? They're all the same. They don't like him because of how different he is. However, you know, see, they're all scared and they're confronting him, but he isn't anything, you know, he's actually being patient with them because he's intelligent. He's not just a beast. He's a being. He's a sentient being. Okay? And so, you know, they got all these torches and they're like, oh, this thing's dangerous. And he's being patient with them because he could take them all out with some fire right now, but he's not. What he's trying to do is say, look, little guys, I'm actually not. I look different, but, you know, I'm not going to hurt you guys. So this is feeling confronted, feeling attacked for no reason, okay? People just not liking you, right? So that could happen. And so, yeah, so this definitely could be a different person. It could be that this person comes into your life and you're, the next thing you know, you're feeling like this. I don't like to say, and they make you feel like this. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. Okay? Your feelings are because of you. You can't blame a person for how you're feeling. Okay? It's a reaction you're feeling, perhaps, but it's, you know what I mean? So you may feel confronted by another air sign. Okay? This might even be an internal conflict. Okay? Maybe what you're trying to do is drum up some passion here, because this is the Seven of Spells, which is fire, which is passion. So just look out for this energy in the future. Recognize if this energy is coming from you or from someone else. If you've got other air signs in your life, other Geminis, pay attention to this, guy, okay? Now here is your hope card. What an interesting hope. I may have to get a clarifier for this one. This is the Five of Challenges, okay? And what this is a giant. You can see that right there. Now, the Five of Challenges is the Five of Swords. And in most other tarot decks, the Five of Swords is stuff like slander and gossip and, you know, conflict that is unfair. This one, though, is all about facing an insurmountable challenge. This guy, he's not evil. You know, I did read the book. The book says this. He's not evil, okay? But he doesn't have time or patience to be messing with little human beings. He has got human bones in his beard, okay? So, yeah, he's probably stepped on a lot of humans. He's got this entire tree here ready to take you out, okay? So he's like an enormous heaving thing that you just can't triumph over. Don't tell Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk that, though, right? Almost anything can be triumphed over. You know, I was thinking about this card the other day. You know, if he could represent anything, he could represent karma. Because that's one thing that no one can be victorious over until you learn how to use your energy. What you put out comes back to you, right? If you put out some negativity at other people, negativity from other people in a similar energy is going to come back to you. That's an insurmountable force. There's no way to stop karma. Karma's merciless. It's a mechanism. It's not a, you know what I mean? So as a hope card, this is a strange card for you to have. There's something that you may be hoping is insurmountable. Hoping that there's a good reason for you to give up. Okay? Think about that. I think this is something for you to meditate on. You know, because you can go to people and say, look, I couldn't win that war because look at that guy. But like I said, don't tell Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk that giants can't be defeated, because he already did that. You're going to know if this is actually insurmountable, like karma, or if it's really like the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, I don't need to clarify that. This is your environment or state of being card. Look, it's you. So this is 2 cards now with your own energy, Gemini. This combative knight and the lovers. What a difference. Okay? So right now, you may be deeply in love, or you may be faced with a very important choice that has everything to do with your divine blueprint. Okay? You've got beautiful, loving choice energy to make a choice, you know, to make a decision. And then you've got this combative side. But you know what? Make sure that you're not the gnomes. This is the cranky, combative, itching for a fight type of energy. So that's what these guys seem to be doing. So be careful that this isn't, that you don't end up being the gnomes, because the wyvern doesn't deserve what they're throwing at him. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy to be in. I think that you're probably feeling pretty good at this moment. Like I said, some of you could be in love. You could be experiencing some very sweet, loving moments. This could be you focusing on twin flame energy. You see how they're both equal. She's got a arrow. He's got an arrow, bow and arrow. He's got a arm protector, and she's got this arm protector. So they're equal. They have their mutual respect for one another here, and they're just enjoying a lovely moment in the sun. So I kind of feel that's what you're doing right now. You're just kind of having a nice, relaxing moment as they kind of a break from your normal energies. Okay, so something is going very nicely, very loving, and you know, you could be hanging out with one person. You could be hanging out like with a just somebody that you have a lot of love and comfort around. Okay. Now this is the energy that is your fear card, and this is telling me that you're afraid to be solitary. You don't want to be alone. Okay, as a Gemini, you know, you've got these dual sides. It's like you're the twins. Do twins want to be alone? Usually they like to hang out with one another. There's this energy there. You know what I mean? Now, this Hermit card, though, is, you know, it's a major arcana card. So Gemini, Spirit wants you to pay attention to this energy, because this Hermit, he goes into hiding to learn about himself, to learn about what brings him joy in life, so that he can, when he comes back out of his cave, he can create a life among society that brings him joy. This particular hermit, though, this badger, he wants to live by himself so that people don't badger him. Isn't that interesting? Okay, that's part of his deal. He doesn't want to be badgered. He is a badger who doesn't want to be badgered. He lives by himself so that he can have everything just so. However, he does this so that he can get to know himself better. There are times when this is an important energy to go into. There's a lot of people who don't want to go into hermit mode. We've all been in hermit mode a lot because of COVID. We're all probably pretty sick of this energy. This has been very prevalent in everybody's readings, this hermit mode. So I think that as a fear card, this makes a lot of sense, not just for you, but for a lot of people. Okay. Now, when I'm being reminded of the whole badger who doesn't want to be badgered. Look at your cards here. This is a badger. Okay. These gnomes are badgering this wyvern. Now, let me tell you something, Gemini. Life is full of people with cranky attitudes and stuff. When you go into hermit mode and you find out what brings you joy, you will also find out what you're not willing to put up with anymore. What types of boundaries that you need to put up as well. So don't fear this as much as use this opportunity. Okay? This is why Spirit gave you this major arcana card. They're saying, Gemini, you're afraid of enlightenment. You're afraid of getting to know yourself. Not just being alone, okay? You're afraid of actually working on yourself and understanding who you are. And maybe if you understand that you're afraid of being badgered, you may not feel like that's good. You may feel like either guilty about that or, say, oh, I'm a coward. Don't do that to yourself. That's bad self-talk. Nobody likes to be badgered, Gemini. Nobody. Okay? Now, here is your potential outcome. Okay? This is the manifesting energy of the Tower. This is called the Folly in this particular deck. Now, this story is, there's a rich guy, he goes into the enchanted forest and he sees this giant, beautiful tree. He says, okay, I gotta live in that tree. I need to I gotta hollow out the inside and live there. And the people who lived over there, they're like, no, don't do that. The top of it, if it gets hollowed out, the top of it will break and fall over. The guy is like, whatever, I don't, he didn't care. So the rich man built his castle inside this ancient tree. He hollowed it out and did all kinds of stuff to it. And then after a while, he got bored with his tree house and left. And so then what happened when there was a wind one day, exactly what the people said, it broke. So this is a really, the story behind this is very arrogant. This is people not listening to people who know better. This is waste. This is, so now most of the time the Tower is a shock, a huge change that is shocking and changes everything. And it's for a reason. But this particular card says to me that if you don't pay attention to the wisdom that's presented to you, okay, if you don't make use of the wisdom that is presented to you, folly, disaster, tower moments, destruction. Okay? Now, the thing is the rich guy who built this, he doesn't even care. He's gone. He just destroyed this beautiful tree for nothing. When you get to know yourself better, you won't destroy trees for nothing. Notice how this badger is living in the roots. He hollowed out a home for himself in the roots of a tree, not in the tree itself. Because he's got that amount of wisdom, okay? However, with all that being told here, where there may be somebody not listening, and then you know, things go to waste, and exactly what the people said would happen happens. This could also be a tower moment. Now, tower moments aren't always bad. This could be a breakdown. What I would like this tower moment to be for you, though, is that to understand that, first of all, nobody likes to be badgered. Understand that when you're alone, it's okay, and it's a good time to focus on yourself and what you want in life. Oh, and by the way, it's okay to focus on yourself and what you want in life, okay? Otherwise, we just waste our life not knowing, just accepting whatever comes our way. What do you truly want? Be brave enough to explore that. Be brave enough to go get it. Because here is another tree. Where are you going to put down roots, Gemini? This is what I just heard. Living inside a tree. This tree is falling. And here we go. Yeah, again, he's holding a tree. The people in the lovers are under a tree. Okay, oh my God. This whole staff has trees in it. What is this? What does that mean? That means roots. Look at how he's ripped up this tree. Okay? So if you're hoping for an insurmountable force, that means that your family tree is going to get ripped out. That means you won't have it. This is the tree you want to sit under. This is the tree you want to make a happy little home in the, you know, in the roots. But if you're not careful, this is the tree that's going to be destroyed. This is your family tree, your personal family, because the 10 of Visions is the family that we create. You get married and you have children. That's your 10 of Visions. The 10 of Pentacles is also where you have your inheritance from. So that's where you come from. But this is the family you choose. So this is all about putting down roots somewhere. This is about creating your family tree. And here you go. This is the underlying energy of this entire reading. And this is the Hierophant. This is the oldest tree in the forest. This tree knows all the stories. This is marriage. The Hierophant is the card of marriage. So I feel, Gemini, what this is saying is how important is starting your family, your family tree. This is what it's all about, Gemini. And underneath is fear again. But it's in the reverse. This is the 9 of challenges where we're so scared we can't sleep at night. This is stress, okay? But underneath it, it's the reversal of this, the healing of this scared energy of not being able to move, okay? This is your family tree. All right, let's see. I don't need to clarify any of this. This is incredible. All this tree reference here is your family tree here, Gemini. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that you need to learn how to use your energy to bring this family tree in, okay? These unicorns wouldn't be cranky at each other. These unicorns are loving and high vibrational beings. They're happy, okay? So I think that the reason Spirit put this fear card as the Hermit, it's telling you you haven't been doing the work because you've been afraid. Maybe you're afraid of who you really are, but you know who you really are, Gemini? This beautiful energy right here. Sweet, kind, supportive, and loving. That's your true energy. That's what Spirit is telling you by representing you with this card. That's what Spirit is saying by representing you with this crankiness, perhaps. If this is you in the future, you know what I mean? The Spirit is trying to point out how to change your energy and how to change your life. How to bring in what you're really hoping for. Fairies, what else can you tell Gemini? I hope I'm not yelling in your ears, you guys. I'm using my earbuds as my microphone. And I've noticed that when I really start to channel strongly, I start to speak louder. Thank you so much. May I have at least 2 more? Sweet. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Any more? Oh, that was exactly 3. Just get this one off of the ground. Okay. Oh boy, I love it when they have this one. Look in a book. Whenever you whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Yeah, look in a book. It does have insight. Look it. Read a book. Okay, these gnomes. If these gnomes were reading a book instead of attacking this wyvern, right? They'd probably be learning a lot more than wasting their time badgering this wyvern. And then I want you to see, look at, he's got books. Have you been afraid to start studying? Have you been afraid to learn more, you know? But the words you seek will give you insight. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Yeah, okay, so that's part of the hermit, okay? Embrace the hermit energy so that you know what to wish for, that your wishes are wise, okay? Wow. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Wow, this is the first time that this card has come out in all the whole time that I've had it. And I've had this this deck for several months now, okay? And I want you to look at these. These are purple. I don't know if you can see that. It looks kind of burgundy here on my camera, but these are purple. This is telling you your brow chakra. You've got to work on your intuition. You've got to work on your crown chakra to understand that you are divine, okay? There's a lot of information that you need here. I'm looking at these mushrooms for some reason. Maybe there's some mushrooms that are going to be able to help you out here. Look in some health food books, maybe, okay? Now let's go ahead and get your flower sprites. What would you like to tell Gemini? Okay. Now, before I get your flower, let me just not forget to do how much control you have over this situation here. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you have all your major arcana here in this row with your state of being, your fears and your hopes and the outcome, okay? So you've got... no, not your hopes. It's your 1 and 2 and 3. The lovers, it's showing you your true energy, the energy that you are. You are sweet and loving and kind and giving and everything that is love, okay? And the Hermit card, this is telling you you're afraid of this, but this is one of the things that is going to benefit you the most, Gemini. Going into Hermit mode. If you have to be alone, if you're not in a family right now, you've got to find out, well, you don't have to do anything, but it's, you know, Spirit wants you to know to utilize this energy. Go deep inside yourself, okay? Because when you find what brings you joy and then you bring that into your life, you won't be succumbing to these darker energies over here where you're just cranky because you don't get what you want. This guy is looking for a fight. He wants a fight. But, you know, when he goes and he finds a fight, does it make him happy? Now here is the next one, the tower moment here. This is potential. This may or may not happen since it's upside down, okay? This is the manifesting energy. This could be an epiphany. This could be the ending of, you know, of something. But I don't see a new beginning anywhere here. So I think this is going to be more of the epiphany type of tower moment. But it may not even manifest unless you are... really paying attention to that hermit, to the hermit energy, okay? So 3 out of 10 cards means that, yes, most of this is in your control, because it is in your control to go into this hermit energy and understand who and what you are and what you want out of life. Okay, and Dahlia is your card, dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity, by Confucius. I think that what Spirit is telling you, or the flower spirits are telling you with this card, is that this hermit, knowing who you are, being wise, looking in a book, beginning to, you know, educate yourself in how things in the world works. Educate yourself on who you are. Educate yourself on how to get to what you really want in life is going to bring you dignity. This is what you're missing. They told me. This is what you didn't know, you didn't have, is this dignity. There's a certain dignity that is going to come with the wisdom that putting your roots down, paying attention to this tree, this family tree is going to do for you. It's going to bring you a dignity you had no idea that you had either lost or that you needed in your life. All right? Wow, that was powerful. Don't forget to like, especially if this resonated with you. Comment, share, subscribe, and check out my books, guys. They really do. Everybody loves them, and they really do give you a lot of epiphanies. So check them out. All that's in the description box below. That's what I have for you at this time. See you next time, Gemini.